Hey guys, it's Sean here from the Orbs team. Going to be walking you through DTWAP on SpookySwap, our newest integration, and it's competing for the second or third integration of DTWAP, depending on who you ask. So we'll go ahead and jump right in here. So we're just on the normal SpookySwap landing page here, where you would do a normal, a typical swap. We have market, limit, TWAP, and cross-chain. And you guessed it, we're going to TWAP. All right, so once we're in TWAP here, starting from the top, we just have our traditional swap panel. So if we flip back here for a second, this at the top is just your traditional, which asset you're going from, and which one you want to receive. For our purposes, we're going from Rat Phantom, and we want to swap to Boo. So we'll go ahead and input those there. We'll go ahead and click Max. And we'll jump down to the settings down. Oh, and there we go. The information popped up for us. And we'll jump down to the following settings. So starting from price, this is going to be the price that you want your TWAP transactions to swap at. So for example, right now, at market price, it is going to swap at the current market price. Each DTWAP transaction is going to swap at the current market price, whatever, even if it changes. Going over here to limit price, we can change it. So if we wanted, say, 1 Rat Phantom to equal 0.3 Boo, this will not happen unless 1 Rat Phantom is equal to our specified amount here. Alternatively, also something to note here, if you were to put this below, so we can see the current market price down right here. If you were to put this below the current market price, say 0.2, this would execute immediately. So it's something to be conscious of if you're utilizing this setting. To do the inverse, you'd actually have to click down here. You can swap the asset that you want to have a limit on. But for the purposes of this video, we'll just go back to market. And just so you guys know, you actually don't have to change this setting at all unless you want to set up a limit order. But it's not required. You can just leave this on market and not worry about it at all. Jumping down to our next setting, we have numbers of intervals. So this is going to be the individual transactions and how long in between your entire order. So you can see the range here. We can set this anywhere between 1 to 49. So 20, 30, 40, and our max here at 49. And the reason 49 is our max is because the smallest amount of trade interval that you can have while using DTWAP is $10. So it's something to be cognizant of if you're going to be changing this setting. For the purposes of this video, we'll leave this at 25, kind of almost a middle point here. And we'll jump down to the next setting. So max duration is the total amount of time that your TWAP order will stay open for. You can change this to hours or days. And the cool thing about this is you can, if you wanted to anyways, you can dollar cost average. So say we wanted to execute this over a month, and every 7 days we wanted to buy into the price of Boo. This is how you would set that here. This would be an awful long video if we were to do that. So we'll go ahead and throw it back into minutes. And 30 is a good number. Sure, we'll leave it as is. Trade interval. So this is going to be the amount of time that each of these intervals we set up are going to execute at. So one interval will execute, and then in the next 7 minutes, we will have another transaction of the that will buy Boo at the current market price. For our purposes, we'll just put this at 2 minutes. And you should note here that if you have too high of a trade interval and your max duration is too low, your order is going to ellipse before all of these trades are executed. So it's something to keep in mind when you are adjusting these two settings. But yeah, everything looks good. We will go ahead and click Create Order, and there's the Orbs logo there. Pretty cool. And you'll get your standard SpookySwap UI in progress notification here. And as you can see, I already wrapped Phantom. I already approved my wrap Phantom, but you may have to go through a few more transactions in your wallet that I do. And we'll go ahead and click Confirm. And there we go, our order's complete. We'll go ahead and refresh so the UI can update. And we'll see our open order. Nice. So as you can see, these are the exact settings that we just specified over here. Our 1000 wrap Phantom to boot. This will show you the progress. This will show you the trade size, the time interval, the deadline. And also down here, you can cancel the order. Say, you change your mind, you set something up wrong, or alternatively, you were dollar cost averaging over, 90 days, and you wanted to stop. You can just click here and submit a transaction to cancel. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much the entirety of DTWAP here on Spooky. We're really excited about this integration. We see kind of DTWAP becoming a standard for DEXs, and we look forward to seeing DEXs on leading chains like SpookySwap, or leading DEXs on chains, excuse me, like SpookySwap integrate DTWAP. Stay tuned.